Welcome to News Today with WDW News Today. I'm Tom Corliss. Here now the news for November 11th, 2020. Celebrate the holiday season this year at Give Kids the World. For the first time ever, the children's charity will be hosting a Night of a Million Lights, a walkthrough experience where families can view millions of twinkling lights as far as the eye can see. If it looks a lot like Osborne Lights, that's because it is. But it's the only place in Orlando you can see anything close to that. Give Kids the World is located in Kissimmee, Florida, provides families with critically ill children an all-inclusive week-long vacation. Everything from meals to transportation to theme park tickets are included during their stay at one of their villas. Of course, due to the pandemic, however, the organization has been unable to house families for the past several months. But now, Give Kids the World has created a festive experience for the public in order to fund more wishes for children once they are able to reopen. The event began its planning phase in July and install began in early September. Recently, we were invited on a behind-the-scenes tour of the Night of a Million Lights prior to the opening day. Head on over to our website to take a full look. And, of course, you can purchase tickets for this event taking place November 13th through January 3rd through the Give Kids the World website. Give Kids the World is one of the greatest charities just ever. It's such a great thing they do. And we've worked with them many times, many of our events, we would usually tack on $2 to registration for any of our events, and that would go to Give Kids the World. We, our recent thing with the Jelly Rolls we did not that long ago, and a lot of cool stuff with them, and it's been great to work with them, and it's a beautiful cause. So if you're going to be in town during that period, I would highly, highly recommend going. Tropical storm Eta has regained hurricane strength and is forecasted to make landfall in central Florida, according to the National Hurricane Center. The NHC reported that Eta had strengthened just off the state's southwest coast, bringing sustained winds up to 75 miles per hour and even higher gusts. Currently, the latest map, which was issued prior to the hurricane upgrade, has central Florida on the cusp of the cone of uncertainty, expecting Eta to pass through between 1 p.m. on Thursday, November 12th, and 1 a.m. on Friday, November 13th. Winds between 40 and 60 miles per hour are anticipated. Eta continues to bring rain to Cuba and South Florida and is expected to continue north before making landfall. A lethal storm surge is possible along parts of the Gulf Coast, including Tampa Bay and Charlotte Harbor, before Eta turns northeast. Walt Disney World's hurricane policy states that a hurricane watch or warning must be issued for cancellation or change fees to be waived, while Universal Orlando Resort's policy offers similar waivers for hurricane and tropical storm warnings. We're loving all the new holiday treats now available at Walt Disney World in the Magic Kingdom. The newest ice cream creation is Minnie's Merry Cherry Sundae at Storybook Treats. The treat is cherry and vanilla swirl soft serve, hot fudge, whipped cream, holiday sprinkles with a chocolate mini bow. You can get it for $6.49. Head on over to our site to read the review. Cheshire Cattails are now available at the Lunching Pad in Tomorrowland as the counter service restaurant has begun breakfast service, which is currently unlisted on menu boards. Currently, it's one of 3 breakfast specialties on the menu, along with a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich and orange juice. You can purchase one of these delicious goodies for $5.49. The item is only available during breakfast hours, which currently aren't listed on the Walt Disney World website or My Disney Experience. Typically, breakfast hours end at other restaurants between 10:30 and 11 a.m. Speaking of the Lunching Pad, the quick service location in Tomorrowland at the Magic Kingdom is now open 7 days a week. Since it reopened last month, the Lunching Pad has only been operating on weekends. It's now open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. The Lunching Pad is currently selling all 3 stuffed pretzel flavors, cream cheese, pepper jack, and jalapeno, depending on availability. Over at EPCOT, Kringla Bakery Og Cafe in the Norway Pavilion and Summerfest in the Germany Pavilion are now open on weekdays as well. Previously, both of those were only open on weekends. As of now, operating hours haven't been posted yet on the Walt Disney World website. The Transportation and Ticket Center at Walt Disney World has now introduced contactless security scanners for guests passing through to the Magic Kingdom. These scanners are the same Evolve scanners used at Disney Springs, Epcot, Hollywood Studios, and Animal Kingdom already, officially making Magic Kingdom the latest and final addition, save for water parks. The water parks don't have security screening processes to begin with. Scanners are also in place upon arrival for guests traveling from Magic Kingdom area hotels. The scanners are created by Evolve and are said to be the fastest weapons screening system on the market, able to scan 60 people every minute and are 10 times faster than other security screening systems. To mark Veterans Day 2020, the Walt Disney Company has released the official video of the U.S. Air Force Thunderbirds flyover at Epcot and their annual artwork saluting those who have served in the American Armed Forces, this time featuring Chip and Dale. From the Disney Parks blog, on Veterans Day, we recognize with gratitude all those who have, at any point in their lives, stepped up and worn a uniform to serve our country. This year, we're expressing our commitment to military veterans and families in a brand new way. You can check out this full flyover and all this other stuff on our website. Happy Veterans Day to all the veterans out there. Work continues on demolishing the remaining Interventions West at EPCOT across various sections of the building and its facade. Here we see the corner closest to Spaceship Earth, where segments of the tiled facade have been torn off. Here's a look at the same section just 10 days ago with the top facade still intact. As noted by our friend BioReconstruct on Twitter, the truss will provide supplemental lighting for Spaceship Earth as demolition progresses on this end of the building. Wires and framework are exposed as the colored panels are removed. You can see where a column has been broken nearly in half closer to the breezeway. Over on the opposite side of Interventions West breezeway, peering over from near the land, you can see a yellow cart on the roof from this angle, as well as what looks like rubble from parts of the already demolished roof. Looking over towards the capped end of Interventions West, even more yellow boxes are staged on top of the roof. Demolition has been moving slowly on Interventions West compared to the obvious stripping down of Electric Umbrella across from it. Disney's Hollywood Studios has a new map as well as an insert describing all of the park's holiday offerings. The map is notable as it is, to our knowledge, the first to feature a picture of a same-sex couple on the front. That's pretty interesting. Certainly more interesting. The insert's not really a news story. The insert mentions all the holiday food and entertainment offerings, but obviously the big story here. This is the first time they've done this on the front of a park map. This is great to see. There's a new sign that Woody's Lunchbox is fixing to reopen at Disney's Hollywood Studios. New markers have been placed at tables by the counter service restaurant in Toy Story Land, which has been closed since the park reopened in July. At the restaurant itself, the menu board is empty, likely in preparation for the new one when it finally reopens. While you could still get lots of favorites, including the returning raspberry lunchbox tart, the fan favorite tachos have been removed. The red markers indicate which tables can be used by guests while still remaining socially distanced. Despite its issues with decor and maintenance, Woody's Lunchbox has been a consistent favorite for its food, at least since it opened in 2018. We're looking forward to enjoying a round of Lunchbox tarts soon. Woody's Lunchbox. I'm not going to sing the song now. Harambe Market has been poised to reopen for some weeks now, with social distancing markers set up alongside the food booths. Now the popular quick-service dining location will be reopening on weekends and select busy days starting on Saturday, November 14th. Hours for the location are listed as 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. for the weekend and 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. for every subsequent weekend. Starting November 13th, you'll have more time to shop at everyone's favorite outdoor shopping and dining district, Disney Springs. Just in time for Christmas shopping, hours will be extended through 11 p.m. nightly starting on weekends and then expanding to weekdays as we get closer to the holidays. Disney Springs will be extending those hours starting November 13th. The 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. schedule will be in place Friday through Sunday this weekend and next weekend before becoming a daily extension starting Monday, November 23rd. Extended hours will continue through December and then back to weekends only in January before returning to the 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. schedule. When Award Wieners at California Adventure reopens on November 19th, along with the rest of the outdoor shopping and dining district, its menu offering will look more akin to another Disney California Adventure fan favorite, Corn Dog Castle, where corn dogs rule. All the usual offerings from Corn Dog Castle will now be offered at Award Wieners, which, yes, is in Hollywood Land and is in California Adventure, and yet it's still going to be considered part of Downtown Disney because of this thing. But available will be the original corn dog, the Hot Link corn dog, my personal favorite, and every vegetarian's favorite, the cheddar cheese stick. Is that a vegetarian thing, the cheddar cheese stick? I don't know. Not the vegans. Vegans won't eat that. If you're in the mood for a funnel cake, the funnel cake fries will be back. The fall seasonal version of that, the apple pie funnel cake fries. And for all the dads out there, there's Modelo Especial and the Backlot Michelada. Beer enthusiasts should try out the Backstreet Brewery Animation IPA. With the rest of California Adventure closed to guests, Disney had to bring back the classic theme park food from Paradise Gardens Park all the way over to Hollywood Land so people can get their fix while Disneyland is closed and while Paradise Pier is closed as well. Sorry, Paradise Pier. Paradise Gardens. Paradise Pier's gone. I got rid of that. I keep forgetting. As if the laying off of 28,000 cast members wasn't enough, Disneyland has announced additional furloughs as a result of the California theme parks being in limbo for the foreseeable future. According to the OC Register, Disneyland President Ken Patrick announced the furloughs of executive salaried and hourly workers in an internal letter to cast members. Quote, "Since Disneyland Resort closed its gates in March, nothing has been more important than fully reopening and getting our cast members back to work. That's why it's with a heavy heart we find ourselves in the untenable situation of having to institute additional furloughs for our executive, salaried, and hourly cast. We expect to be able to open our parks in Anaheim given our proven ability to operate with responsible health and safety protocols as we have in all of our other theme parks around the world, but unfortunately this has not been the case. The initial wave of furloughs took place with the shuttering of the parks back in April. Layoffs were officially announced in September. It's unknown how many cast members were affected by this latest wave of furloughs. This is terrible. Terrible to hear. Open the parks. And as the parks of Disneyland Resort remain closed indefinitely under the theme park reopening guidelines, another sign that the shutdown is here to stay has emerged. Currently, resort hotels, including Disneyland Hotel, the Grand Californian, and Paradise Pier, are not accepting any new reservations, including those in 2021. This comes just a day after reservations through December 31st were canceled. Do note that starting December 6th, the villas at Disney's Grand Californian Hotel will reopen for Vacation Club members, similar to how the phased resort hotel reopenings happened here at Walt Disney World. Stay tuned for coverage. We're going to be there. We got a room. We are DVC members. We got a room for the reopening, and it's a really cool room. It's actually a grand villa. So on December 6th, make sure you tune in for all that reopening coverage and a tour of a grand villa at the Grand Californian. There's only 2 of them, so it's pretty cool to have it. It's beginning to look a lot like the holidays at California Adventure, ahead of select shops and restaurants reopening their doors for the first time in months. Christmas decorations have been installed along Buena Vista Street. Garlands have been hung across the archway, accented by red ornaments that resemble the berries on holly. Similar decorations can be found over at the awning of Los Feliz 5 and Dime, with seasonal merchandise already displayed in the window. One even wonders if they're going to decorate the hand sanitizer dispensers within the park. Would be festive and safe, I guess. The arrangement over the store makes it appear as if there's a wreath located within the green strand. And Buena Vista Street reopens to the public, of course, on November 19th. New signage has been set up at the downtown Disney district, stating that parties larger than 4 must be broken up and can no longer stand on the same queue marking. The sign reminds guests to maintain physical distancing and includes a new posted rule that limit of 4 per marker in shop and restaurant queues. Guests are now asked to split up larger parties in order to ensure that physical distancing. With the holiday season quickly approaching, it's important to stay up to date on current policies, and we have released a guide to wearing masks on our site, which those of you who may be popping out to the Disneyland Resort for the first time this year since March probably want to check that out. The holiday season is upon us once more, and Tokyo Disneyland is getting in the festive spirit with decorations park-wide, except for a tree, sadly, and a special Christmas greeting with festive music and Santa Claus-themed costumes for the Disney friends. Over at Tokyo Disneyland, the greeting takes place along the parade route 2 times a day. We're able to be at the very first show. The best part, you can watch that entire Christmas version of the Mickey and Friends Greeting Parade right here on our YouTube channel. While Tokyo Disneyland announced back in August that almost all of its special events were canceled through March 2021, the one left on the table was the Happy Fair with Baymax, originally slated for the summer of 2020. Now Tokyo Disneyland has announced that this Tomorrowland-centric special event will take place from January 13th through March 18th, 2021. The centerpiece of the Happy Fair with Baymax will be the Happy Fair Lab, which features a meet and greet with your personal healthcare companion, Baymax. Guests will need to enter using the entry request lottery system currently in use at the Enchanted Tale of Beauty and the Beast and the Happy Ride with Baymax in order to meet Baymax, and must keep their masks on and cannot touch him. Decorations will be in place all over Tomorrowland, including window wraps for Tomorrowland Terrace, trash can wraps that look like Baymax, and special photo spots. There will also be 3 Mochi statues hidden throughout Tomorrowland for which guests can search. And after having their picture taken at the Happy Fair Lab, guests can have their picture printed on several types of digital photo frames. And as with all special events at Tokyo Disney, a special commemorative day pass will be available aboard the Tokyo the Disney Resort line, starting at 660 yen or 626 US for 1 day. Of course, there's also adorable food and must-have merchandise on their way to this exciting celebration. So be sure to celebrate visit if you can January 13th through March for this new special event. Unfortunately, I don't think I can because the restrictions are still in place. Disney Vacation Club has released their 2021 annual dues, which are on average increasing from 2020 by over 5%. The largest increase is for Vero Beach Resort, where the dues are increasing by over 10%. The smallest increase is 0.27% at Alani. Walt Disney World resorts are receiving increases by between 0.9% for the Riviera Resort and 6.65% for Old Key West. DVCFan.com has released a full breakdown of the increases. As we learned recently, Disney Vacation Club villas at the Grand Californian again are reopening on December 6th. Their dues are increasing by 5.97%. You may have 999 Haunted Mansion souvenirs, but there's room for 1,000, especially when you can wear it. We found a new wristwatch, necklace, and earrings at Uptown Jewelers in the Magic Kingdom. Check them out at WDWNT.com. Sip and scream as you help Mike and Sully power the city of Monstropolis with this new Monsters, Inc. Scream canister water bottle that has made its way to Disneyland Resort. Each bottle is able to hold 16 ounces of liquid and has a maximum scream capacity of 8,400 SUV. Press the red button and twist the top to unlock the full Monstropolis scare experience. That's right, the bottle screams. It's pretty cool. It can be found at Disney Home for $24.99, straws and screams included. For more information on these stories and more, head on over to WDWNT.com. This program is brought to you by our official travel agent sponsor, The Vacationeer, the engineers of your next magical vacation. Sit back and let their team of vacation planning experts craft your family's next magical trip. The best part, their services are free. Hotel, park tickets, dining, and more. Visit WDWNT.travel for details. The Vacationeer, the official travel agency of WDWNT. If you're enjoying the show, be sure to like this video. Subscribe to WDW News Today on YouTube for more great content. Please, we're nearing 100,000. We need your help. Click the bell for notifications and make sure to hit select all notifications so you never miss an episode of the show. For the worldwide leader in Disney Parks news, this is Tom Corliss saying enjoy the rest of your today and have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. And please shop with the Carousel of Products at carouselofproducts.com. The great, big, beautiful tomorrow. Carousel of Products, it all ties together. Synergy, just like the Walt Disney Company. We're not evil, though, I promise.
Dreamfinders is WDW News Today's podcast all about the creative culture surrounding Disney parks. Authors, Imagineers, dancers, actors, photographers, filmmakers, and a whole lot more have all stopped by to chat about how Disney has inspired their artistic work.
But I still remember sitting in conference tables and looking across at Michael and Jeffrey Katzenberg and this sort of little 6-year-old inside of me going, what in heaven's name is going on here?
And we're off and running, and Tony needs someone to lay it out for him. And there's no architect available. So the next thing I know, I'm laying out the pavilion.
I got to tell you, I have not enjoyed a podcast so much. It's just a warm conversation, and warm and intelligent conversation, which you don't find that often in podcasts.
Dreamfinders. Episodes drop every other Tuesday on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcatcher.